If you see these people, the scourge of our earth,
I am a frequent half-off flight purchaser.
the lowest of our society, those that partake in the half-off scam.
These boarding passes are associated with fraud. I'm like, me? No, I'm like, no, not me. Like, I'm gonna do right by the book. Please.
Those that rather scam you instead of going to work. These are their stories.
I've also used a hood travel agent one time, allegedly.
A hood travel agent. You know, you should be ashamed of yourself already right here that you have the gall to actually put the phone in front of your face and talk about I use a hood travel agent.
Guess I gotta hit him with the update. Really with it, I ain't got a pump fake. Killer flow and hit him with the one take.
Hey guys, welcome back to Chrissy Comments, where we sit in my living room and talk about the foolishness and debauchery of our world. And this scams on and on and on, all right? It never stops. I don't think I could find enough vitriol for people who refuse to work for themselves and would rather use someone else's stolen credit card information for their own gain. Like I throw them in jail and throw away the key. So I say all this to say, I've been flooded with these half-off stories on Instagram and TikTok, and I dug a little deeper, and I have uncovered just an age-old scam that people are still doing, one that people are falling for, and two people are still doing. And these are people who are out here taking what they call half-off flights, half-off cruises, half-off hotel rooms, and they're giving their accounts, okay? And you think to yourself, you go, Chris, well, what's wrong with getting a deal? What's wrong with getting a deal on a flight or a hotel? There's nothing wrong with that. The only thing that's wrong with this scenario, the scenarios that I'm about to show you, are that these people are doing it on the backs of other people's stolen credit card information. And I have a very big problem with that.
The other night, I got arrested at the airport because I was doing a half-off flight. When y'all see people posting half-off flights, no. It ain't no half-off bill. Well, before I even had booked my flight, I seen that the flight was $849. I'm not finna pay $849. Or at least not right now, I'm not.
I agree with you, sir. I'm not finna to pay $800 for a flight either. Yeah, not right now. No, not ever, okay? If you don't have the money, you don't have the money. There isn't this wiggle room. Well, not right now, okay? Like, if this is not one of those, Afterpay, Klarna things, which has its bullshit with too, if it's not one of those, or you're not putting this on your own credit card where you can pay it off later, then you don't go. It's called you stay your ass home.
So I seen this dude, he been posting half-off flights for the whole past year. I've been following him for a minute. I've been seeing that people actually been getting the flights done and doing what they needed to do. So I'm walking up in the airport. I get through the security, everything, boarding pass, woo. So now as I get up to the gate, like we about to start boarding, I show her my boarding pass. She starts telling me it's saying the boarding pass was refunded so then she ends up telling me that I need to go to the front desk, like I need to go to the American Airlines people part and ask them what's going on so they can have the ticket printed out or some shit like that. So as I'm walking up there, I start noticing that I see two police officers like not too far behind from me.
Where the police? Where the po-po? See, I'm not about to defund the police. No, I need the police. I need a lot of them, okay? Now, I know the police can also be an illusion of safety, but listen, I'm all for the police, okay? Because if somebody's trying to do a half off with my credit card, where are the police?
So I'm giving her my confirmation number. I'm giving her everything she needs. Next thing you know, the officers come walking right up behind me asking me, hey, are you stated my name? And I said yes. And they asked me if I was having any issues with booking my ticket, like with my ticket being booked. I said, yes, I do. For some reason, I can't board right now. Then they go and say, was the card you used under your name? I just said, no, I had a friend book it for me. They ended up saying, well, we need you to get that friend on the phone right now so we can confirm that this is his card numbers, because as of right now, it's pushed back for fraudulent activity, so that's why you're not able to get on your flight. So now I'm blowing up his phone. Nothing's going through. Like, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck was really this half-off flight shit. And after like 15 minutes of him not answering, they sat there with me. They told me that I had to put my hands behind my back and that I was getting arrested for some fraud shit and identity theft. And yeah, I just got out this morning, but that half-off flight shit, this is not valid.
Good. You got arrested. I'm sorry, guys. I don't buy it. I'm sure there are those innocent victims that really thought this was somebody was giving them the plug and giving them half off or some workaround. I think there's maybe a few, but for the majority of the reason, it's people like him. I'm not buying this whole God used me as an example. I'm getting arrested and, this half off is bullshit. You knew it was bullshit, dude. Like, how else do you think you got this half off? Like, let's be so for real about it. I'm sorry. And if you really don't know, then I'm worried about the future of our world, that people are really just that dense. Like if you really did fall for this scam, then I really am worried about the future of our society, because that means you're dumb. You're dumb as a rock. Okay, so it doesn't stop there, all right? There are multiple people who really are pretty brazen to actually get on social media and talk about how they almost went to jail or got caught using this half-off scam. I'm just kind of like, do you know that this never goes away? Like, do you know that you could try to go get a job and your employer sees your TikToks about a half-off scam? Like, these people really don't think past their feet. Like, do you have no self-awareness at all? Apparently not. Apparently you have no self-awareness. You have no morals because you think that you can go and live life half off. So let's see what this next numbskull has to say.
Since we're talking about half-off flights, let me share my story. I've also used a hood travel agent one time, allegedly.
So is that what we call it now? A hood travel agent? Got it. Okay. Code word for I used someone that I know that's a scammer.
For a flight to Jamaica for my best friend's family reunion. Now, I'm not a stranger to hood discounts, okay? So I'm already kind of skeptical. But everything worked. I had a boarding pass, put that shit on my phone. I go to the airport, and I kid you not, when I arrive at my gate, they're literally calling my name on the speaker to come to the front desk. So when I go to the front desk, they're asking me for the card that I used to purchase the flight. And I'm like, girl, I don't have it. Also, that's not a fucking thing. Anybody could have bought this flight for me. But they were basically like, you're gonna have to show us the card or purchase a new ticket right now. Needless to say, I went back home. So sad I missed out on that Jamaica trip. Half off man is still valid for some other things, but baby, leave the flights alone because they are definitely onto us, okay?
When I tell you, I am so appalled by this, that this man literally says the half off man is valid for other things, but leave the flights alone. No, leave it all alone. Why are you doing this? So basically what is happening, there are people who are just downright scammers, okay? We know this. The scammers, okay? And I personally believe that people who associate with scammers are just as bad. I put them all in the same category. So if you know a friend, your boyfriend's a scammer, or your sister or girlfriend's a scammer, y'all are all trash in my book, okay? So these trash ass people, what they do is that they collect credit cards, all right, stolen credit card information. And you'll be amazed. Sometimes they get hackers from over in China and India, and they will pay them to get a list of credit card information, okay? People's names, social security numbers, everything. It's amazing how many data breaches there are and how much of your information is truly linked online. Okay, so you have these hackers that get a hold of it and they sell that information to scammers right here in America, okay, right next door, your friend across the street. And so what they do is they promote on these social media platforms, okay? We see they're promoted on Facebook groups. A lot of people talk about how they found their half-off person through Facebook groups. Some people are promoting it on TikTok and also Instagram. And they'll say hey, I can get you half off of this and half off of that. Just hit me up. I'm the plug. I got you. They basically say, okay, you want a flight to Jamaica. That flight to Jamaica is going to be $800. What I can do for you is that I got a little workaround and I can give you that flight half off. And to the average person, that sounds great, okay? To a person on the up and up, you would be skeptical. But anyway, what they say is, I will purchase the flight for you, okay? Just give me your information. I will book your ticket with the airline, and all you have to do is give me, let's say, $400 of that, $400, okay? Instead of $800, just pay me $400. We're done. But what happens is that these numbnuts are being willingly blind to the fact that this person that booked their ticket didn't book the ticket with their credit card, didn't book the ticket with their own money, that they're not some, coder or hacker that can get around the airline system and change the ticket price, okay? No, what they did is take somebody, you and I, okay? They took one of our credit card information, booked the entire ticket with our credit card information, and hope that person can make it through that flight before you or I catch that fraudulent charge. That's all that is, okay? So if the fraudulent charge isn't caught and we don't flag it with our bank, we won't know, and there's some numbnut, okay? There's some asshole that is flying around to Jamaica and Australia or Vegas visiting her girls on our dime, on our credit card.
Part 3, half off hotels, half off flights, half off cruises.
Don't judge me, but I did the half off method with my rent too, and it just bounced back.
Bitch, I'm telling you, if y'all doing them half off, bitch, stop doing it. Them half off flights, bitch, stop doing it. They coming out for your ass, bitch. Bitch, I should have known not to even indulge in this shit, because
this post this woman has over 1 million views on TikTok, and going through the comments, what's actually scary to me are the fact that there are some people who, obviously there's people like me who are just condemning this. And then there's some people who are literally telling them, oh, well, you shouldn't have done this and you shouldn't have done that. Oh my God, you people are criminals. There's one comment says, half off flights are supposed to be booked same day and one way only, crying emoji. So you it sounds like you've done this before too, ma'am.
If you finna piece up a flight, don't piece up. Don't go on there and book the flight until you already in the airport. Once you get in the airport, you book your flight, you go straight to TSA. You don't give them no time to cancel their card.
Oh, so that's how you're supposed to do it. Oh, so you're not supposed to do round trip. Same day, one way, right? That way the person can't catch the fraudulent charge. Oh, got it. Now we know. See, guys, that's how you have to do the half off flights. Same day, one way. You people are gross. You people are absolutely gross. And what kills me is that it has 4,700 likes. Okay, that comment has 4,700 likes. So just, this is a lesson to learn. Beware of who you associate with, because 4,700 people liked that comment on this post, and so that means there are 4,700 people walking around here ready to scam your ass. All right, this is why I look at people all up and down, sideways, looking crazy. I look at people hell crazy all the time. I gotta see what's going on with you first before I even exchange or interact with you, because this is what I'm looking out for. So who are these people who partake in this type of activity? We just saw stories of men and women who have done half off of rent, half off of flights, and, they're giving their accounts. And to be honest with you, I just don't really see much remorse. And it leads me to the question of who are these people? And just quite simply, they are just the bottom of the barrel type of people. And, you can be offended by that. I really don't care, because anyone that uses and knowingly and willingly uses someone else's information for their financial gain, that's called fraud, okay? That's called theft. Whenever you take something of someone else's and there's no barrier just because the local scammer did it for you. No, you know what's going on. You know the scam and you're partaking in it. So I feel like these people don't feel much remorse, because they're basically saying, well, the scammer did it for me. That doesn't mean a thing. doing. You know what the scammer is doing, and you know how how this game is working, and you know that it is on someone else's. It is using someone else's information for your pleasure, for your benefit. And I just don't see how you can be an upright and upstanding citizen and be okay with that. So yeah, I think that is, you are a trash person. These are trash people. I think that I hope that they learn, obviously they've learned the hard way, but if it worked, I don't think they would have stopped. They're only stopping because they got caught. And if you know people who are like this, disassociate. Like, this isn't cute. This isn't funny. Okay. So let me know if you know anyone who has done this half off scam, or just know scammers, or if you are a scammer yourself, okay? Or are you one of the 4,700 people that liked that comment saying, oh no, girl, you just gotta, when you do half off, it's just gotta be same day, one way. So guys, please let me know what you think about this weirdo half off scam and its promotion on social media platforms. And I will see you all on the next video. Bye.